Hey guys, MC Mura here, and today we're just gonna have a talk from the heart because we're gonna talk about like the state of fighting games in general and Street Fighter 6 more specifically because this is what I mostly cover in the channel, and things have been going like really weird. What should have been like a really exciting time for fighting games is turning into a really weird time. Let's just put it lightly, right? We're in April, so the season 2 for Tekken just came out. I think there is Alpha Lab for 2XKO. Fatal Fury comes later this month. And obviously, we should be expecting the next season of Street Fighter 6. But funny enough, it seems like everything is taking a turn for the worst. So the first one is like the 2XKO. I will get over that stuff quickly. Like the fact that they only launching with 10 characters, which made the news obviously, and that for me is just really weird. The game's been in development for so long, and it feels like I know it's a tag game. I've never played it, and unfortunately the beta, like the next one that they're doing, is even more restrictive because for the first one was only like select countries from Europe and North America. This one is just North America, which is kind of surprising. So we're not gonna get to play it, and I think that really is surprising. Let's just put it that way. Then Fatal Fury, and one thing I noticed with Fatal Fury right out of the gate is that with the second beta I saw much less interest in like viewership of the game. Like my videos, other creator videos, I'm not seeing many eyes on it, not as much as it used to, at least for the first beta, which is to be expected. Like always going from the initial part to the second part, you always see a drop, but the drop, I'm feeling it, and I hope that the game will recover because I do think there is a fun fighting game there. But it seems like them adding these like real life celebrities. Although I don't know who is DJ Salvatore Ganishi. I don't know who that is. which is kind of funny. It's like if the first guest is Cristiano Ronaldo, which is probably like the most famous human on the planet right now, you would expect like the other guest to be like someone along that level, right? Maybe like LeBron James or someone who like everyone would know, but I don't know who is DJ. I don't know who is that, and maybe it's just me. I don't know, but yeah. And I know that there's a lot of people who are like, just put in Fatal Fury. I don't know. Like I don't mind guest characters in general, but real life guest characters are kind of eh. And this is like who? So I don't know. I don't love it. And then we got Tekken 8, which is in a really weird spot right now as well. I haven't tried the second season at all, but I have never ever seen this much backlash over a seasonal patch. I've never seen like nothing even that close, and it seems like everyone is hating it. Everyone thinks that the game is Mario Kart party game right now, and that's weird. That's weird. I hope things goes better for them because the game could be fun. I really like that Anna design though. I need to get into Tekken 8 back at some point. And obviously, the only thing we gotten with Street Fighter 6 is the fact that the game will be releasing for the Switch too, which is like, again, okay. I mean, that's cool. I do find it funny though. They're saying like regarding versions, there will be a standard edition and years 1 and 2 fighters edition. And that to me is weird. Like you are re-releasing a 2-year-old game on like a new console, and you're not putting like, and you're still gonna give them like the launch version. That is really weird. That's really weird. That is just really, really weird. Oh my god. But yeah, that is the only things that we've gotten out of Street Fighter 6, right? On some good news, we got Emma Frost, who is gonna break the internet. Like I'm pretty sure right now, the search term for Emma Frost is like 1000% more than it used to be. Everyone's gonna leave fighting game and they're gonna be Emma Frost mains. Marvel Rivals finally figured a way to convince players to play tanks. They have done it. They have actually done it. Oh my god. I mean, at least we're getting something cool. At least we're getting something cool. But yeah, if you're a fighting game player, I don't know what to say. Things are kind of weird right now. So we're in a weird position with Street Fighter 6. And we are heading into an unprecedented area, right? Uncharted waters, where it seems like we're gonna enter the Capcom Pro Tour for next season on a previous season patch, right? If you don't know, obviously, like there is a Capcom Pro Tour, which concludes with Capcom Cup, and Capcom Cup 2025, the Pro Tour 2025, have like a number of premier events, like major tournaments. And the first one, I believe, is Evo Japan, and Evo Japan is held on the 11th of May. We're already at like April 4th. So we are almost like just a month away from a premier tournament, right? Now, typically what would happen in the previous years is that we would get Capcom Cup would be over, we would be like in a month or two of off season, and then Capcom would put out, maybe less than a month actually, for Street Fighter 5. They were so on the ball with Street Fighter 5. Anyway, they would put out like a seasonal batch that ultimately changes a lot about the game, right? System changes, significant character changes, adding V skills, adding V triggers, stuff that is really impactful, but that haven't happened, right? I doubt that we're gonna get like a major patch for the remainder of April. I don't think that's gonna be the case, and I don't know if they're gonna put out an early May batch and then immediately run a premiere, right? So that's gonna be weird, because it's not just Evo Japan actually. Now that you look at it, there is Evo Japan and there is Combo Breaker. So what would be more logical is for them to release the batch before May start in April, but that doesn't seem to be happening. So it's really weird. And the only thing we have gotten is pretty much, we got a picture of Elena. We found Elena, everyone. There she is. There is Elena. Elena confirmed. Elena's in the game. That is pretty much it. And I'm not gonna lie, like, this is setting up like a really unfortunate state for the game, where obviously people want content, obviously people want new stuff in the game, people want changes. Maybe you're a Marisa main and you want Marisa to be good, maybe you're a Lily main and you want her to be good, Jamie, whatever. Maybe you don't main anyone and you think that Mai is too overpowered, and I do think Mai is fine actually. She's probably gonna get slightly nerfed, but whatever. Shakeups in general are good, and people want changes to the mechanics. Like more than anything, people want changes to the mechanics, changes that matters. You can juggle around characters, make like Jamie the best character in the game, and I don't think this ultimately will tackle like what's the issue is with Street Fighter 6 right now. And I think the main issue is that the meta have been stale. There haven't been any meaningful changes to how we play the game. Right? The game is still played in the exact same way, and the meta really haven't changed. Ever since the beta, it's been about getting your opponent to the corner, and once you're there, they're gonna uppercut. But yeah, you get into the corner, and once you get into the corner, you throw loops them, right? That's pretty much been Street Fighter 6 ever since day one. Akuma's not cooperating. That's pretty much the game, right? You get them there and you throw loops them. And the latest character, Mai, is probably like the most Street Fighter 6 character. The most Street Fighter 6 character in the game right now, right? Because she's probably the biggest offender of like Fireball Drive Rush, and obviously have a 6 throw loop, which is concerning when it comes to like the direction of the game, but yeah, it is what it is. So I imagine people want changes to how the game is actually played, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna get it, right? It doesn't seem like that is happening, or if that is happening, Maybe with the Switch too. Maybe that's where that's when they're waiting, because I believe this releases on June 5th, I believe. So maybe they're gonna release like the season 2 batch or season 3 batch. And the thing about season 3 batch is season 3 have traditionally been like a very big part of each of the game's life cycle. Like season 3 for Street Fighter 4 is when we got Super Street Fighter 4, and that gave us like the double ultras, Ultra 1, Ultra 2. It was really big, really meaningful. With Street Fighter 5, that was arcade edition, and that gave us like a number of V-trigger. That also was like a big shake-up to the game. And also that's when like they introduced like V-trigger scaling and crush counter scaling, and really started like adjusting and fixing the game. And yeah, things are, I don't know. But we got Emma Frost, right? We got Emma Frost, and I know that Emma Frost will save us. They can just put Emma Frost into Street Fighter 6 and the game will suddenly like be better for it. Emma Frost is gonna save gaming right now. Weird. Anyways, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the current state of fighting games, the current state of Street Fighter 6? Is it possible that we're gonna start a next season of Pro Tour competitive and it's gonna be run into the older season balancing? Is that really gonna happen? Because the patch that did drop in December, although it affected every character, it was like far from being like a major patch. Like they said it affected every character, but it wasn't like super dramatic changes. So when is the patch that's gonna affect everyone that is dramatic? When is that dropping? Oh man, I don't know. It's like things have gotten way weird, and yeah. Hopefully we will see it someday. Anyways, let me know your thoughts about it. What are your thoughts on fighting games in general? What are your thoughts on 2XKO, Fatal Fury, Tekken if you play it, Street Fighter 6, fighting games in general, Emma Frost? Are you excited for Emma Frost? Do you want Emma Frost in the next Marvel vs. Capcom game? I know I do. After seeing that trailer, I know I do. I'll be leaving the link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching and stay safe.